Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your weekly reading for August 28th to September 3rd. This is for Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cult cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Pisces. I do this because you know I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one, rather than a general spread. Lastly, Pisces, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So Pisces, this week is a very interesting week. And I'm, for you especially, I'm very curious as to how the cards will unfold. Now, I've got to tell you what's going on this week because this is going to be a big week for you. I hope you know this, right? You know we have a full moon in your sign this week, right? Okay, so on the 27th, over the weekend, we kicked it off with the sun opposing Saturn, okay? This is huge, as you know. This is really big, and I'll tell you why. This is the peak. It's a very challenging aspect. The sun opposing Saturn, we're going to feel it for the first half of the week. But remember, Saturn is in your sign as well. This is basically your week, Pisces. This is basically your week. Again, there is going to be, the sun is in Virgo, that is in your 7th house of partnerships. There may be some activity around partnerships, okay? Keep that in mind. The other thing that's happening, well, while I'm at it, I'm going to tell you something. Saturn, I don't want you to be afraid of Saturn, okay? A lot of people are afraid of Saturn. Sure, it's a malefic planet, but Saturn is a taskmaster planet. It's a planet of tough love. It's a planet of hard knocks, the planet of responsibility. I've been saying in every sign, imagine Saturn throwing a pie in your face. What are you going to do, right? That's what Saturn does. He's testing you. How are you going to overcome this? How are you going to handle this situation, right? It's testing you, okay? How are you going to be a better version of yourself? How are you going to learn through this process, okay? How are you going to react? Are you going to be reactive? Now, Saturn, even though it's a taskmaster planet, Saturn eventually rewards you, all right? So, a lot of karmic energy involved with Saturn, but do not be afraid of that. It just means that there may be a little challenge that's happening in the beginning of the week, and you are going to have to be quick on your feet to maneuver some of these challenges, but don't let it get to your head or your heart, okay? Now, what else is happening? Mars is actually leaving Virgo and moving into Libra. This is happening until October. Mars is going to be in Libra. Now, I briefly mentioned this last week. Maybe I did not for you. I know by the last week, maybe I did. Okay, but either way, Mars is a very aggressive planet. Mars is a planet of go, 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 action, drive, ambition. Mars is the ruling planet of Aries. Where did Aries come from? Aries, the god of war. So yes, Mars can be really, Mars is in a sign of peace. Do the math, okay? War and peace. So this is Mars is in detriment in Libra. Mars does not like being in Libra, but we make these aspects work for us, okay? So keep that in mind. The reason why I think this is going to be a huge week for you, the sun opposing Saturn in your sign, in your first house, the full moon in your sign, in your first house, Mars in Libra in your 8th house of transformation, death and rebirth. This full moon, as you know, full moons bring conclusion, starts a new cycle, okay? You are going to have a really big week, okay? I'm not going to lie, it's going to be a very big week for you. Now, the other thing is, pay attention to Mars in Libra. The reason I say this is because, as you know, if you saw last week's reading, half the solar system is asleep. Now, Mercury went retrograde, Uranus is going retrograde in a few days, and then Jupiter is going retrograde at the beginning of September. We're already feeling that, okay? Because remember, the days that they go retrograde is just at its peak. So, that is the entire solar system in their weakened states. We do not have the full powers of these planets other than Mars. Mars is the only planet that's direct, full steam ahead, okay? We're talking about a rocket ship, okay? A rocket ship from another dimension. I mean, this is light speed. So when I talk about transformation, death and rebirth, all of that, really big for you. Money may also be a big thing for y'all right now too. Eighth house rules other people's resources, okay? And that is inheritance, that's investments, that's bonuses, that's commissions, it's maybe paying off debts for you, maybe something that, some activity with your partner's income. But remember, last month, North Node moved into Aries. That was your second house, okay? So, not only salary, okay, finances, but also self-worth and self-value. So you see how this is a really big week for you. Really big week, and a lot of y'all will feel a lot of activity around money, okay, in some way, shape, or form. Now, when I say work with Mars and Libra, it's just being diplomatic, it's being fair-minded, it's being very balanced. That's what Libra is, right? So Mars can be really aggressive. And so if anything like any of your ambitions, any of your goals, anything that you're reaching for, your finish line, all of that, do it with like integrity. Do it with, be the peacemaker. Should there be anything that comes up, remember, don't get, try not to get hot-headed around, Mars and Libra, because you know how I said Saturn's testing you. Well, guess what's happening with Mars and Libra? Mars is in Libra up until October, when we have the first eclipse on October 15th in Libra. Get ready. Buckle your seatbelt, Pisces. Now, the other thing that's happening is clearly the full moon in Pisces. Okay, this is, remember, the sun is still opposing Saturn, and then Neptune is actually opposing Mars and Mercury this day as well. So it's a very confusing day, and it's actually going to be a little bit of, let's just say, for you though, it's going to be a confusing day. Remember, Neptune is also in your sign. So Neptune is in Pisces, Saturn is in Pisces, the full moon is in Pisces. When I say this week is all about you, this week is all about you, okay? This week is all about you. This is all about, it's going to be a very spiritual week for you. It's going to be you tapping into your, listening to your inner voice, tapping into your higher self. There's going to be a lot of that happening, okay? But I'm getting the impression, I'm getting the energy that there is going to be a moment of clarity as well. So even though full moons bring conclusions, also clarity. Expect some clarity. It may be a little muddled, I'm not going to lie, but it's almost like that light bulb goes off. It may be like a very dim light bulb. It could be even, if you have like, a thought bubble over your head that's blank, you could start seeing words scribbled into it. Okay, so we're getting there, but it's gonna be at this point very deeply introspective. Remember, Mercury is retrograde. That is a big thing, and so a lot of y'all maybe a lot of people from your past may be coming back at this point. Maybe work, maybe career, maybe love, maybe friends, who knows? This is you. All right, this is you. So with that said, Pisces, let's go ahead and do it. Let's see what's going on for you for your week, okay? August 28th to September 3rd. Again, this is for Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising, and all those major aspects that I mentioned. Definitely gonna, Pisces Rising, we'll feel it a lot more than Pisces, but all Pisces, you're gonna feel everything that I said, okay? You're gonna feel everything that I said, all right? So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, and also I always say, like, if you want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other aspects, you're absolutely welcome to. And again, I would recommend you read your moon, obviously, because the full moon is in your sign. But let's go ahead and get started. Pisces, see what's going on for you for this week, okay? This is your week. So, Pisces, like I said earlier, oh my gosh, my chair just, okay. I'm having a Mercury retrograde moment right now. Okay, there we go. Pisces, like I said earlier, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. It really does bring the best overview. This week also, I am going to pull clarifiers just because it is a full moon and there's so much happening this week. Now, you'll also see my dog has joined me here, and she takes up all my table space, so we are going to make do, and so you can see the entire spread. And she is past out. She is passed out. We went on a 2-hour WALK. I'm going to push this back a little bit as well. Okay, there you go. All right, Pisces. Wow. Okay. One word. Progress is the biggest thing here. And abundance. Okay, so let's get started. You got the star. I love this. I absolutely love this for you. I'm not even like, this is like the best thing ever. One thing that first thing that's coming up is that this is a card of like faith, right? It's hope. It's things aligning for you. The stars aligning for you now. Okay. It's also a lot of healing in this card. So this came up in your past. So, you know, obviously depends on what day you watch this reading, but this is coming up in your past. So there's this sense of like, finally, things are actually starting to happen my way. Now, if you actually remember your last reading, you did get the Ace of Wands in your future, and you did get the Six of Wands in your final outcome. So a lot of y'all have moved into some new things, okay? A lot of recognition. I've also, like, even just for the month, there has been this sense of you being a little bit more recognized, having a more spiritual downloads, being more in touch with your intuitive side. Y'all are the most intuitive, or among the most intuitive signs, but you are the most psychic. Okay, but the great thing about this, and the reason I bring that up, is because the star is ruled by Aquarius. All right, Aquarius sits in your 12th house. This is really great. You are the native ruler of the 12th house, the house of the subconscious, intuition, dreams. I absolutely love this. I absolutely love this. So things are happening for you, okay? If you don't feel it, and it looks like some of y'all may not feel that, know that it is. And also, raise your energy levels if you don't, okay? This is all about, again, look at the water barrier. You can see that the figure here is not only pulling, first of all, completely naked, right? There's that sense of freedom that comes with this card. Being your authentic self, all of that, right? Now, you can see pouring onto the land as well as water, okay? So you see that it's working. It's all about that fertility and growth. And the stars, all 8-pointed, okay? Referring back to the strength card. 8, okay? A lot of strength. This is really great. So you're, if you went through some experiences that were challenging, things are looking up for you, okay? One thing I'm going to mention, remember that I said, Mars is the only planet. Every planet is pretty much retrograde. The good news, Pisces, is that Venus does go direct next week. We'll talk about that when I do your September reading. But it is, so things could feel like tar pity, like things are going like slowly, but at least they're happening, okay? And for some Pisces, you may feel in your head that things are not moving for you. They are behind the scenes, but slowly, because the planets are retrograde, okay? So things are happening for you now. Look, here's your affirmation. You got the 9 of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. Good for you. You deserve it, all right? You deserve it. This is saying that things are happening for you, and this week you will have a sense of it. You have a taste of this abundance, okay? You will have that. It'll feel really good. It'll feel really good for you. I love this. I call her like the Meryl Streep. She's like a movie star, right? So glamorous, standing in her garden, just chilling out, all those pentacles, all that abundance. All that, her harvest is so full. So this is you, like a sense of fulfillment this week, okay? So I actually love the direction this is headed with this full moon in your sign. All right, so this is really great, okay? One thing I'm going to point out is that when I said you deserve this, okay? This card, first, a little bit of, remember when I said that freedom that comes with the star, but this is also like a sense of freedom, a sense of like independence, right? A lot of financial independence. I said money's going to be a big thing for you. And so this is really great. Like she didn't have to worry about money. Look at her. She got a hawk on her damn hand. Okay, so sorry, a falcon. That's it's if you're into Egyptian mythology, it's Horus. Okay, a lot of enlightenment there. But then also think about the 14th century, the medieval times. Who had falcons? Only the people in the royal court, only like the wealthy. Like you're good, okay? So this is in the heart of your spread. And again, I'm going to point one other thing out for you because I really love the fact you got this. You see that snail on my finger, okay? When I talk about like independence, there you go. That's snail, self-sufficiency, okay? Carries its own home, okay? Other thing is, she earned it. No, it wasn't like, you know, like it was like raining luck on her. She worked her way to earn all this. So again, good for you. You've been working really hard to get to this point. Now, you did get the 5 of Pentacles in your challenge area, okay? But I'm going to show you something here. You got the 5 of Wands in your crown, and then you got the 9 of Swords and the root of your spread. So when I say great things are happening for you, but you may not believe it, you may not believe it, okay? This is saying that there's this week there may be a moment of you just having there's, again, I'm getting a more of like clarity. It's starting to come. The things that you want, the things that bring you pleasure, your path to enlightenment. It's like there's all this like broken down cars like along the way, and you can't see the end. You can't see, you know, that pot of gold at the end, and you have to kind of like maneuver around it. But it's almost like this week and the weeks to come, the tow trucks are coming and they're moving them away. Okay, so you are going to have that clarity. But this is saying that, yeah, there's a little bit of you that is up here. And there's some of y'all who may, again, believe that nothing's happening for you. But, you know, I always talk about energy. Energy is, you've got to, here's the thing. This card is, there's, you know, belief is attributed to this card as well. Now, here's the main thing, okay? The main thing is that we all vibrate at a certain frequency. We're all made of energy, okay? The lower your frequency, the harder it is to attract to things that you want. And when I say when everything is made of energy, when we're made of energy, that is not my opinion, that is fact, okay? Albert Einstein, hey, Pisces. Albert Einstein himself said, match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality, all right? So if you don't believe that things can happen for you, it's going to be harder for you for things to happen for you, okay? The universe is paying attention. When you go to bed at night and you're thinking, oh gosh, why is this why is nothing happening for me? My life is not great. The universe is going to, you know, register that. It's like you know, consider it like a I don't know, AI or something that's computing all this, and they're like, oh, that person doesn't want anything good to happen for them. Okay, we'll keep it that way, right? You've got to raise your energy levels, okay? And you've got to get to a point where you believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, how, you know, who it is? It was, if I don't forget who said it, but if you don't believe in yourself, you can't expect others to believe in you, right? So you have to believe that all these great things are going to happen for you. I did say Mercury is retrograde along with like 7 other planets, 6 other planets. It's going to feel slow. Things may feel a little slow, but I feel like you are going to start to have that clarity. All right. So I really want you to just be in a place where you're in touch with your intuition. You're in touch with your higher self. You're constantly in a place where you have this gratitude in your life. Gratitude is the highest vibration and the law of attraction. All right. Raise your energy levels. Okay. Get in touch with your superconscious now, okay? Love, okay? Love transcending time and space itself. Love for yourself as well, all right? Remember, please just remember that. Please remember to just always be at a high frequency, and just even little things a day, okay? I always say it, complimenting someone is always like a great tiny thing. It's those little small things that you do, okay? And when you compliment someone, if you're watching this video right now, okay? If you're in line at like, you know, the Whole Foods or something, compliment the cashier. Tell the cashier you love their hair, okay? You're going to make their day. They're going to be in a good mood
mood for the rest of the day. They're going to go compliment someone. And it all started because of you, okay? So always keep your energy levels high. No, and if you feel that you're in this headspace where things are just really challenging, again, the more, when I say everything is made of energy, everything is made of energy. All right. So keep that in mind. Please keep that in mind. And your thoughts are energy. Okay. Your thoughts are energy. The things that you write are energy. All right. I just have to say that because of of what's happening here. All right. Because there is going to be a sense of you. And it's, again, this week is all about you. You know that. All right. There's a lot happening. Sun opposing Saturn. That's very challenging. All right. Saturn is in your sign. We have the full moon in your sign. And again, this is, it's a big one. All right. It's a blue moon. It's a second full moon of the month. And so keep that in mind. There's going to be a lot of changes in the way that you see yourself. And I want you to have that. All right. I want you to have just a different way of thinking of things and just really ascending at this point. Okay. Really ascending. I'm just saying this because you have the 5 of Pentacles in your challenge area. You have the 5 of Wands in your crown. 5 are the challenge cards. All right. They are in the Tree of Life, the severity. And then you have the 9 of Swords in the root of your spread. And this card is all about, there's a sense of like a self-victim energy that comes with this card. It's like feeling bad for yourself, not being able to get out of bed, not being able to sleep at night, like feeling that, you know, nothing's going to go great. And a lot of even like regret energy and a lot of energy around like regretting something that you've done or regretting that you haven't done something and you wish you had done it. That's why as long as you're in touch with your intuition, with your higher self, you're super conscious and you're always vibrating a high energy, you'll never be in this position. And here's the thing about this card. I say it all the time. We're gifted free will. So this man, he can choose to sit in that bed with his hands over his face, feeling sorry for himself, or he can get out of bed. He can get out of bed and face tomorrow. Okay. I want you to Google theta brainwaves. All right. It really works. Okay. Do it. When you go to bed at night, have those positive affirmations. People pray before they go to bed because it actually does something to your brain. And I want you to Google it because I don't want to take up too much more time there because look at what's happening here. You have such a great spread. It's just these 3 cards that are telling me I need to give you a little bit more advice to get going because yes, look, you have the Chariot in your future. Can you believe that? Remember, the first thing that I said with your reading, Pisces, I said progress. Guess what was in your challenge area last week? Now look where it is in your future. So you have, it's almost like everything's set up for you in this way of this glorious future, okay? But you may be in your head a little bit. And you're going to have to just get out. With the Sun opposing Saturn, again, that will likely be challenging, okay? From the weekend through up until the full moon in your sign, okay? So just keep that in mind. Like I said, just keep your energy level high. You'll be fine. The Chariot, it's blasting forward. This is someone who, speaking of the mind, by the way, look in his hand, the magician's baton, okay? You see, he's not even holding reins, all right, to the 2 sphinxes. These sphinxes are very mysterious. Who knows where they're going, right? Who knows where they're going? It doesn't matter. He's in control. And how is he in control? Willpower, okay? That self-determination, that willpower, it starts here, okay? He's controlling the sphinxes with his mind, all right? So this is in your future. You're going to be fine as long as you do not feel in that target energy. Okay, Pisces, 2 thumbs up. Oh, yeah, here's the thing. Because it is a full moon in Pisces week, I am doing clarifiers for y'all. Yeah, see? Oh, my freaking goodness. When I say you're going to be fine, Pisces, please trust me. Just Don't. If there are challenging aspects this week, fake it till you make it. Right? That's what they say in Hollywood. Fake it till you make it. All right. Actually, and it's true. It's true. Did you ever read that when you were a kid, the Berenstain Bears? Y'all ever read the Berenstain Bears? There was one book that I remember where the kids were so nasty to each other and they were, bickering to each other. And the mama bear was like, okay, I want all of y'all just for fun to say please and thank you and I love you and just to do it, okay, after every sentence you say or before every sentence you say. And so the bears would do it and they would be like, you're ugly, thank you, and you're so silly, but I love you. And then, but they kept saying it and saying it and saying it. Please, thank you, I love you. Please, thank you, I love you. Until the point they believed it and that they got rid of all the negative parts. Isn't that crazy? So do fake it till you make it. But if you have to, oh my gosh, I'm going way too long on this. Okay, so what did I say? Look at this. Remember how I pointed out the stars referring back to the strength card? Look what you got. Strength. And the harder your spread. I mean, you're good. You're 1,000% good. You will find that courage. He's found that, remember, he's found that self-determination, that courage, that willpower to move forward. You're getting even stronger to the point where you have something to celebrate. Now, when I say something to celebrate, this is going to freak you out, Pisces. And I know this is going to freak you out. My readings are always a continuation from the last reading, okay? I know other tarot readers don't do it, but I bring in the astrology aspects. What is life? It's a journey, right? It's a continuation. So anyway, you got this, not only in your last reading, but the reading before. 3 in a row. 3 in a row. Okay? This, the 4 of Wands, was in the root of your spread last time. Now it's in your future. So the things that you wanted last week, you are definitely going to have. The things that you've been going after, okay? A lot of y'all, I'm getting a message, you've already gotten it. There's something new that could have already happened in your life or something that that's coming, okay? Something that you're looking forward to, all right? So keep that in mind. But again, it is in your future. This is the card where it's a celebration. It's a lot of home-related matters. So it could be like a marriage or a proposal or having a baby, but it's the wands, right? So just your passions, all right? It's also very career-related. And again, remember, you did get the not only the Ace of Wands in your future last week, but also the 6 of Wands, the card of victory, success, achievement, and your final outcome. So you could have gotten a new job, you could have got promoted, you could have just think of something that was really big, something notable, all right? But again, this is in your future, so if you haven't felt it yet and you haven't gotten it yet, you will. But if you're in this mindset where it's more negative, this is going to take a lot longer to get to, okay? Keep your energy level high. And know and believe in yourself and believe that all this is going to happen. Okay, Pisces? Now, let's get to your stuff. Pisces, if you like this reading, by the way, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I am here for you. Now, the other thing is, if you're a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, and I am truly grateful. I appreciate it. And you are, oh my goodness, you're good. You're good. You're good. Okay. Go within. Okay. I don't have to tell you that. Go within. I feel like you're just going to do it naturally this week, especially because I said that it's a very spiritually active week, especially for you, especially with this full moon. But let's, oh, wow. This is great. Okay. So you got the Knight of Pentacles, all right? Can I show you something real quick? Remember how I said that money's going to be, finance is going to be like a thing for y'all now? Pentacle, 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 okay? And then the High Priestess. I mean, and then remember what you got in the heart of your spread. You got the 9 of Pentacles. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you know this, Pisces. I do a Sunday community post where I make announcements and news and respond to some comments and whatnot. I made the announcement about the guest speaker. I think you will really love her. I have a guest that's coming on in a live stream who is an intuitive counselor, and I've known her for a long time. She's really amazing, and I think that you will love her. So I'm really glad that she's going to be a guest. But she does like I don't want to use the word psychic, but she it would be the closest to that. Okay. So definitely look out for that video. But you did get the Knight of Pentacles. All right. So just keep going. Keep planting seeds. Even the ones that have come into your life, harvest them now. Okay. Really take care of them. All right. Nurture them. I mean, you're clear as day here. There are things that you want, and there's things that you want for the long haul. Like you have this really and put commitment energy into it. Now I'm not gonna lie, the Knight of Pentacles, he's Virgo. All right. Knights are mutable, Pentacles are earth. Virgo's the mutable earth sign. And remember what I said, we're in Virgo season right now. Mercury is in Virgo. This is your 7th house. Okay, so this may relate to relationships for a lot of y'all, or career, partnerships and career. Okay, really taking it for, you want like longevity to it, you want stability with it. Now, speaking of career, look at this. You got the 7 of Pentacles again. You got the 7 of Pentacles in your crown last week. Okay, so a lot of y'all were thinking about making decisions about things that you're investing in, like where do I go from here? That may be a big influence on you this week, okay? So you could have started thinking about it last week. This week, you may have like a bigger moment of like, what's next, okay? Remember I said that thought bubble above your head that's empty, you're going to start seeing like words filling in soon, okay? You're going to start having the answers that you need, especially around this full moon in your sign. This is really amazing, actually, with this, because look, you have the Knight of Pentacles, you have the 7 of Pentacles going straight to the 8 of Pentacles. So you have the 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles here. And of course, like, and I mean, you did get the 5 of Pentacles, but in your challenger, but even still, like, you're on your way. You're on your way. Just keep focused, okay? It looks like there is, for a lot of y'all, something new that's come through, or if it hasn't, it is, okay? And it's almost like, it's really exciting, and it's something where all you want is to keep at it, to stay laser focused, to really nurture it again. So it becomes to this thing that's part of your life, but also there's a sense of like fulfillment with it, a sense of fulfillment, but a sense of like legacy. Like you're it's almost like, this is what I want. This is what I want. I know what I want. This is my legacy, and I'm gonna do everything I can to work hard for that. Now, and your final outcome, you did get the High Priestess. So, Pisces, you're good. And the reason I say that is because the High Priestess is the guardian of the subconscious. So, if you find yourself in this headspace where things are just a little bit challenging, know that you're protected, okay? No, because the subconscious is where we store our memories, right? It's where fear and anxiety and stress and all those low energy frequencies live, all right? So, again, around this full moon in your sign, it's unrooting things. It's unrooting things. It's having clarity, all right? It's having a lot of clarity around things. But in the end, you got the High Priestess in your final outcome. She is ruled by the moon. You know that. And so what's really interesting is that she is the most spiritual. She is the most, she only comes out in readings when she says she needs to tell you, go within. Go within. You see the Torah, the book of law, in her lap, half veiled. You really won't have all the answers until you go beyond the physical realm. And that's going within. All those answers are inside you. You've got to spend that time listening to your inner voice. You got to spend that time, really equality time, okay? Quality time with your intuition, with your higher self, okay? It's going to bring all the answers that you want. If you are in a place where there are challenges, all these answers are inside you. You know they're inside you, okay? The other thing is, I'm going to point something out here. You do see the two pillars here. I don't know if you've heard of, well, I'm sure you have, like Solomon's Temple. They refer to the Solomon's Temple, the phrase like the wisdom of Solomon or whatnot. It's that wisdom. You go within. You find all that wisdom. I mean, you're gonna be fine. Actually, you're gonna be fine as long as you do not fall into this low frequency energy. And again, Saturn is testing you. You've got to prove to Saturn that you're on your A game, okay? That you are, a proud Pisces. You've got this. You can get your head a little bit this week, especially because it's a big week for you. But if you do it to confront fears, to confront anxieties, to unroot those things that you no longer need in your life. But progress is like the key word, okay? Progress. You can use it as a noun or a verb, whatever you want, okay, Pisces? But this is amazing. I love this for you. So, Pisces, thanks again. If you like this reading, be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Next week, doing your September forecast. September, I'm not going to lie, Pisces, it's very different from August. Very, very different from August. So we shall see what, it's not bad or anything, but it's very different. Okay. So thanks so much, Pisces. I will see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.